rank structure of the Navy is very confusing. If you are confused by it or you want to know more about it, stay tuned for this video. What is up, guys? You're tuning into Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into the topic. So I'm here to explain the rank structure to you, and as every other branch has, you have E1 to E9, your officer ranks, your warrant officers. Those are all the basic structure as far as numbers go. But the titles of these are very different. The Air Force has their own enlisted side, Marine Corps has their own, Army has their own, Navy has their own, so this is very confusing for many. Now the hard part is that those other branches, Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, the title of that rank of E1, E2, E3, whatever it is, that's exactly what you're called. If you're an E5 in the Air Force, they're gonna call you Staff Sergeant so-and-so. In the Marine Corps and you're an E6, and they're gonna call you Staff Sergeant so-and-so. It's just confusing, both the same names, different ranks, different branches. I still don't understand it. But that's just giving you an idea that the rank matches what your technical title is. The Navy is so different, and that's why people hate it. So let's start from the ground up. There are 4 communities in the Navy which we break up on the enlisted side, which are your engineering, firemen, constructionmen, and seamen. There's also every job that has a couple letter designator to it, 2 to 3 letters depending on what it is. For example, I'm a hospital corpsman and our abbreviation is HM. Culinary specialist, it's CS. If you're a bosun's mate, it's BM. Don't ask me the titles of why it is a certain letter or not. I don't understand that. But no, each job has a title associated with it. So those E3 and below communities have different colors associated with it. So when you see someone E3 and below, they're gonna have stripes, which are gonna be green for aviation community, blue for seaman community, light blue for construction community or CBs, and red for engineering firemen. Now the title, the official title of what this person's rank and job is gonna be their job. So for example, if you have a bosun's mate, a BM is gonna be the first part of it, and then SN would be seaman, bosun's mate, seaman. So I know this may be confusing for people that see a super long beginning of their name of that person, but it's really just meaning that that's their job, that's their rank. And so that trend just keeps continuing. So if you are a SW steelworker, you're in the CB community and you're an E3, it would be SWCN, constructionman. If you're an AM and you're E3, it would be AMAN, indicating that you're an airman. If you're an engineman and you're an E3, it's ENFN. So these are the ways to break down how the E3 and below go. It's confusing for many people that aren't in the Navy. Like I said, we still don't go by ranks even once you hit the non-commissioned officer E4 to E6 range. If you don't know, E4 is 3rd class petty officer, E5 is 2nd class petty officer, and E6 is 1st class petty officer. Do you remember how we have those names for different jobs and what they actually entail? This is gonna come in play as well again. So if you're a hospital corpsman like me, HM, you're gonna go HM, and if you're E4, a 3rd class petty officer, 3rd, meaning HM3. That entails your job and also your rank. So we're not really worried at this point about the different communities as we were in the E3 and below, but that's how they've divided it. And if you're E5 and you're a BM, it would be a BM2 because bosun's mate, 2nd class petty officer, E5. If you're an AO, and you're a E6, that would be an AO1 because E6 is a 1st class petty officer. It's to break down the ranks. I know that it's very weird for a lot of people that aren't in the Navy, but what's awesome for us is once you hit chief, senior chief, master chief, no one cares about which rate you are because honestly it's a leadership role. So a lot of times you have chiefs that aren't even in that job, possibly actually leading people. And I saw that actually in Rota, where at the hospital we had aviation community chiefs which were working in a hospital, but they were leading sailors because you don't necessarily need to know the ins and outs of the job. That's why you have E6s, which are like your technical experts. As far as the officer community goes, we do have our different ranks: ensign, lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, rear admiral lower half, rear admiral upper half, vice admiral, and then admiral. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys figure out the Navy ranks a little bit, understand the structure. I think the most complex is the idea of enlisted ranks. that confuses most people. The officer ranks, they are different names, but they do hold that name of which they are. So whether you're in the supply area and you're an officer and you're an O3, you're still a lieutenant. And if you're a medical officer and you're an O3, you're still a lieutenant. But as always, if you guys do have questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.